Hey everyone, this is Jacob from Local Adventure. Today we're going to be checking out the Nomatic 30L travel bag. At first glance, it seems like a really solid bag. They make it out of waterproof material to help protect your gear, and it's built in a very rigid square shape so that it can stand on its own, even when it's empty. A really interesting feature of this backpack is the way that they switch between backpack and duffel mode. Normally, if you're in backpack mode, it's just like this, and if you want to switch, it's super quick and easy. Boom, and you're in duffel mode. They have a simple yet effective system here where all you have to do is pull on one or the other, and it makes sure that there's no loose straps on the other side. Looks like the front also has a pass-through section for when you want to mount it onto your suitcase. Let's start checking out all the pockets. On the top, there's a large waterproof section right here. I think it's for water bottles or anything else that you just want to keep separate from everything else. You can tell by the plastic in here that it's leak-proof so that if anything does spill, it's all contained here. Unfortunately, if a water bottle's in there, it's a little bit annoying to access, but it is nice that it keeps it separate and clean on the profile. There's also a section for valuables, sunglasses, phone, with a nice soft interior and a little pass-through cable area, which I guess we'll find out where this goes. On one of the sides, there is an organization pouch that has a lot of different compartments for small electronics or just any of the miscellaneous items that you want to keep. There's even a couple of zippered section with an RFID safe area for passport or valuables. And the pass-through from that top section is right here so that you can run a cord for a battery pack or anything like that, but have it still accessible with your phone up on the top section. On the flip side, you have an area specifically for separating out your shoes. This is a massive section for shoes. It's probably the biggest I've seen in a bag. Supposedly you can fit 2 pairs of shoes for up to like size 11 or something like that. And the other interesting feature is you can actually pick to contain everything in here, or if you want to ventilate your shoes, you can fold this out and tuck it in so that it's ventilated from the outside, just in case you have stinky shoes. On the bottom of the bag, there is another section with a couple pockets. This is interesting because it looks like kind of a place where you would organize some stuff, but I've never really seen it on the bottom of the bag. I would have expected kind of a shoe section here, but there's a couple mesh sections. I'm not sure what I would put here. It might be a good area to put some of your, some clothes that you need easy access to, socks, underwear, things like that. I think that's all of the outside that I can find, so let's check out the bulk of the bag on the inside. Wow, so this bag opens up from the side that is against your back. The first part that I notice is where you can keep your laptop and a tablet. It's nice and soft and it has Velcro to hold it in. It also keeps that weight right along your back so that it's not hanging way out here and making you a little off-centered. There are a couple detachable waist straps in case you do want that extra support, depending on how much you load into the bag and how heavy it is. They also have great packing cubes. What I love about their packing cubes is that there is the one side for clean clothes, one side for dirty clothes. It's made of a little bit of a thicker material than some of the lightweight ones that I have, but ever since using the two-sided ones, that's the way to go. It's an easy way to separate out what I want to keep clean and what I have dirty already. The main portion of the bag is big. This is the shoe compartment area that we were talking about earlier. So as you can see, if you have it filled all the way, you can actually, it'll take up like half the bag space, but there's still plenty of depth in it. And a couple of the other pockets as well kind of fall into this section. But it's also really easy to tuck away, and now you have a huge area for the rest of your stuff. Now, because we travel with a lot of camera gear, I don't see myself using this as a primary backpack. I think the main reason is there's no easy access to camera gear. You'd have to take it off every time and open it up, and you have to put an insert of some sort to protect that gear, which it has plenty of space for, but again, it's just not easy access to it. I think what I want to use this for, and I'm going to test it out for, is all of our climbing gear. You know, we can throw shoes, extra clothes, water, but also if we do sport climbing, we can actually toss in a lot of that gear into here. And it keeps it nice and clean, separated, and easy access once we get to wherever we're climbing. We can just open it up and it's all right there. So I think that's what I'm going to try it for. Otherwise, it is nice. It's nice material. It is well thought out. I think I can see why they built it this way, and for travelers who aren't necessarily bringing a lot of camera gear around. It seems like a great fit. For us, it's not going to be the primary bag, again, just because I can't carry a lot of the stuff that I need. There's nowhere for me to strap on a tripod or even get easy access to my camera. But we're going to try it out for climbing. We don't usually bring all of that with us climbing, and if we do, that is in a separate bag anyways. So we'll see how that goes. A couple features that I always like too is easy access to a water bottle, although I could just carabiner a soft platypus bottle to this, and also just something that I can compress if I don't need all that space. Because it's more rigid, it's nice that it sits on its own, but it doesn't give me the flexibility to be able to compress it if I want to. As I mentioned, I'm going to try it out for when we go climbing and see if it becomes our new go-to climbing bag. But be sure to follow us on Instagram for updates when we use it. We'll be posting it up on our stories. If there are any other bags you want us to check out, leave a comment below. And also, if you've used this bag, let us know what you like or don't like about it. Thanks guys, see you later.